Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. In this video, we will have our discussion on the monthly transit results for the upcoming month of October. Like if I were to say, what a great month this is going to be. Obviously, from the Hindu festivals point of view, this month will be carrying a lot of significance because we will be celebrating the holy 9 days dedicated to the goddess Navratris, which will start from the October 3rd and it will last till October 12th. We will also be celebrating the biggest festival of the light which we Hindus celebrate, which is the festival of Diwali. So the dates of that is going to be from October 27th till October 31st. So we will be talking about that in a separate video. But now guys, in this video we'll be focusing more on how the planets are going to be behaving this month. Now what makes this month little bit specific and unique is that during this month, Sun is going to be in the half of the month, Sun is going to be debilitated, planet Mars is going to be debilitated, Jupiter is going to be turning retrograde this month, and Saturn, which is already retrograde in the transit. So a lot of the planetary shift and turn around which is taking place and which is definitely going to be having an impact or influence in your life as well, which we will briefly understand when we will start taking up all the customized rising signs. So guys, let's first briefly look at how individually planets are going to be behaving during this month. So starting first with the planet Sun, we all know this thing that Sun, which is currently transiting in the Virgo sign. So half of the month Sun is transiting in the Virgo. After that Sun is going to be in the Libra, which is a sign of its debilitation. Now definitely guys, all aspects of the Sun, which represents your public image, which represents your confidence, your soul power, if I were to say, that will definitely be little bit in the scrutiny, or you might be in a little bit vulnerable zone, because half of the month Sun is already going to be conjunct with Ketu. And like the way when I made a separate video, I explained over there that Ketu is a very critical planet, and on a soul level, if there is one planet which has got this power to completely pierce it through, that is the planet Ketu. And we all know this thing that when Sun is going to be transiting in the Libra, that is going to be the time when your confidence is going to be little bit vulnerable, or prospects of not getting that due recognition is something over where lot many people are going to struggle. So this is what the department of the Sun is. Now when we talk about the planet Mars, so definitely guys, for the Mars ruled people, or for all those people who are already in the time period in the activated dasha of the planet Mars, is going to be a little bit sensitive time, because this journey of the planet Mars, which will begin from this month, is going to be like this only even in the year of 2025 for the very first 4 months. So that means Mars is going to be going back and forth in the terrain, in the boundaries of the Cancer and in the Gemini only. And we all know this thing that Mars, which is a planet of our determination, of our willpower, of brotherhood, taking initiative, how to be courageous, fearless. So if Mars is going to be in a state of agitation, so definitely guys, even whether we talk about from our personal life point of view, or whether we talk about from the global mundane point of view as well, like the way it was yesterday's news only that Israel bombed some more places in the Lebanon, because of which now America has to send some additional troops in the Middle Eastern region and all. So all of that and blending it with the way Mars is going to be behaving in the transit is not a very good news. We all know this thing from our personal life point of view. When Mars is in the Gemini, it might make you very strong debater. It can also make you very good negotiator as well. But when it comes down to making a harmony in your personal relationship, it's not a very good sign. And if when Mars is going to get debilitated in the Cancer sign, which is going to take place on October 20th, it's going to be a time when lot many people might have to go through some sort of difficulties or issue in their domestic life, or this could be some sort of inner emotional anguish which you might have to face. So this is what the journey of the Mars is. Now when we talk about from Mercury's point of view, so definitely guys, Mercury is going to be transiting in the sign of its exaltation till the October 9th. Now on surface it looks very good, but just because when Mercury is in the Virgo, it is conjunct with the Ketu as well. We all know this thing that the combination of Ketu and Mercury can at times make you critical. A lot many times it can actually make you manifest some sort of hidden latent talents as well. But in extreme cases it has been seen that people tend to not act in any given situation with the kind of tact and diplomacy which is expected out of them, because Ketu somehow slows down their response time. So this is going to be the story till October 9th. From October 10th till October 28th, Mercury is going to be transiting in the Libra sign, which is a very good placement for it. We all know this thing that Libra is a sign which is being ruled by Mercury's good friend Venus. And Mercury, which is a very diplomatic planet, Mercury is a planet which we always look up to whenever it comes down to seeing the business acumen in a person. So Mercury's placement in the Libra sign till October 28th is going to be a very supportive sign, and after that, like in the last 3 days of the October, then Mercury will move in the Scorpio sign. After that, guys, Jupiter. Now we all know this thing that Jupiter, which is currently transiting in the Taurus sign, and on October 9th only, Jupiter will turn retrograde over here, and from October 9th till February 2nd, Jupiter is going to be in a retrograde motion in the Taurus sign. Now guys, we all know this thing that whenever a planet is in a retrograde motion, it adds more cheshta bal to its power, which simply means that all the things which are somehow pending, all those promises which are pending in your case, which are somehow financial in nature, so all those things either will be delivered to you, or all those kind of promises which have been long getting impending, or they are getting procrastinated and all, so we'll definitely get a second chance to rework on all of them. So this is the story of the Jupiter. Now talking about the planet Venus. So definitely guys, Venus, which is right now in a dignified state in the Libra sign, its own Mool Trikona sign. So Venus is going to be in this Libra sign till October 12th. After that, Venus will move into the Scorpio sign. So for the rest of the month, Venus is going to be your matters of relationship, your passion is going to be a little bit intensified. Though not much to worry about it, because when Venus is going to be in the Scorpio, it is going to be receiving the straight aspect of the planet Jupiter from the Taurus sign as well. So in lot many times it has been seen like people who tend to have a scope of making some sort of unearned income, questionable source of income, under the table income and all. So those people tend to remain very lucky whenever Venus is transiting in the Scorpio, and it is getting aspected from its own sign like Taurus from the planet Jupiter. So yes guys, this was in a nutshell was the behavior of the planets in the month of October. Now after this, we will shift our discussion to customized results for your specific rising sign. Now guys, starting first with the Aries rising natives. So definitely guys, in your case now, as you can see that Jupiter is going to be turning retrograde on October 9th in your second house. So one thing is for sure that in the matters of your career, in the matters of your finances, had there been some promises which have been long awaited, you will definitely stand a chance during this month to reclaim all those financial opportunities. When we talk about the matters of your overall livelihood, prospects of taking initiative, starting new things and all, so definitely guys, I were to say that the time period till October 19th is very supportive for you, till the time your ascendant lord is going to be transiting in the third house. Like let's say for example, in whichever area you want to initiate any of those projects, or if you're already working as an influencer, you're working in the fields of sales, media, marketing, you're an influencer, you're a podcaster, so time period till October 19th is very supportive for you. But once afterwards, when your ascendant lord is going to enter your fourth house, that is going to be the time of some sort of inner emotional anguish, because in the second half of the month, your fifth lord also is going to get debilitated in the seventh house. So if I were to say, if you actually want to spearhead or apply for any job, or you are seeking out any favors in any specific area of your life, so the first half of the month is definitely creating a very positive energy for you. Now guys, when we talk about the matters of your relationship, definitely guys, your seventh house is going to be in a dignified state. So if I were to say, with Jupiter's state and condition in the second house, Saturn being dignified in your 11th house, and with this kind of alignment which is taking place during this month, the energy of this month, like if I were to say, after the completion of the Pitru Paksh and all, the energy of this month specifically to run into someone, to propose someone, or some new love interest get initiated in your life. Regarding that front, the energy of this month is very supportive for you. Now guys, when we talk about from the prospects of the students and all, so definitely guys, like your fifth lord definitely is going to be getting debilitated in the seventh house, but Mercury is in a very strong dignity during this month, and your ascendant lord is also making you very competitive. Saturn is also giving it straight aspect to your fifth house as well. So if I were to say, even from the students point of view, the energy of this month seems to be very favorable for all those people who are on a lookout for booking a new house or starting a mortgage or something. I were to say that, okay, the first half of the month can be prioritized, but afterwards your ascendant lord is going to be transiting in the fourth house, but it is not going to be in a very strengthened state. So the time period is going to be creating little bit vulnerability. When we talk about the matters of your career, so definitely guys, your 10th lord Saturn is going to be leaving your 11th house on March 30th only. So these are like some of the last 6 months you guys have to prioritize any of those aspiration and dreams of yours which you want to fulfill, which you want to accomplish or execute. So even from the career point of view, the energy of this month seems to be very favorable. So overall guys, in a nutshell, my advice to the Aries Lagna native is that this is going to be the month which will definitely give you a chance to rework in the matters of your finances. Pertaining to the matters of career, the month is creating a good energy. Even in the matters of relationship, I'm not seeing you guys vulnerable. Only in the matters of the domestic inner emotional environment of yours. Like this could be your inner emotional psyche, or this could be in the matters of your domestic life, relationship with your family members, or the inner peace and all. That is the one area where you have to pay attention during this month. Now guys, for all the Taurus rising natives, so guys, in your case, now as you can see that your ascendant lord during this month is going to be changing house or signs, and it's going to be coming to your 7th house, where it is going to be receiving the straight aspect from the planet Jupiter as well. So one thing is for sure that even for the Taurus rising natives, this month is going to be creating a very good energy pertaining to the matters of some commercial success, signing up a new deal, or getting into alliance with someone. Even from the prospects of marriage and relationship, this month is creating a very good energy for you. Now guys, when we talk about the role which planet Sun is going to be playing for you, so we all know this thing that Sun, which is going to be transiting in your 6th house, and it is going to be getting debilitated over there after the second half of the month, which is not a very good energy, specifically when we talk about any of the housing related concern, like applying for any mortgage, or even if you have to initiate any of the construction in your home front or something, you have to pay the money to the handyman or for any vendor or something. So pertaining to the matters of your any of the expense incurred in the family related matters need to be well monitored, need to be well guarded. Along with that guys, if I were to say what is happening this month in your finances front and all, like let's say for example, if you are a self-employed person, you have your own business and all, so in your case guys, Mercury is your 2nd lord, it is your 5th lord. So Mercury is going to be in a dignified state till October 9th. It is going to be well placed in your 5th house. It's going to be conjunct with the Ketu over there as well, and afterwards till October 28th, it's going to be transiting in your 6th house. So definitely guys, you will definitely be in a state or situation where you will be able to multitask or execute any of the tasks allotted to you. Specifically, let's say for example, if in your case you are in any of the accountancy or any of the banking related field where there's a lot of the calculation, numbers, statistics which you have to deal with, so all of those professionals are going to be giving justice to their line of work. So from the finance and new opportunity point of view as well, the month is creating a very good energy for you guys. Along with that guys, when we talk about the role which a retrograde Jupiter is going to be playing for you during this month, so Jupiter is going to be turning retrograde right over there in your 1st house. So guys, one thing is for sure that there is a lot of the promises which have been long awaited in your life. So you will definitely get a second chance to work on them. Like this could be a case that any of your friend promised you some lucrative opportunity, any of the case of inheritance which has been long impending or getting delayed, any of the royalty, any of those cases where you deserve some sort of a joint share of money which has not been given to you. So during this month, you will definitely find that circumstances are going to be aligning in this way that you will be able to reclaim your share in all these kind of scenarios as well. Along with that, guys, we all know this thing that Jupiter's transit from the first house always bring blessings in our life, because from over here Jupiter is definitely giving its aspect to your 5th house, to your 7th house, to your 9th house as well. So arrival of a guru like figure in your life, or it could be a possibility that all those teachings which you have received, you will go back to those archives, those memories. There could be some sort of reunion with your teachers or receiving their messages after a long span of time. So this is how Jupiter is going to be functioning in your first house. But one thing is for sure, pertaining to the matters of your, like any of the concerns of the progeny, the concerns of the marriage, or any of the concerns of visa, immigration, travel, in all these areas, you will definitely experience the blessings of the planet Jupiter this month in your life. Now guys, if you want to understand the role which planet Mars is going to be playing for you. So Mars in your case has got a rulership over your 7th house and the 12th house. So it is going to be transiting in your 2nd house till October 19th. So let's say guys, for example, if lately you would have receiving this feedback from people around you that, you know, your speech is very harsh, or you are arguing too much, or you're speaking too fast like me lately, because Mars was there in your 2nd house. So once Mars will leave your 2nd house and it will transit your 3rd house, definitely you will find a sigh of relief. Now guys, we all know this thing that Mars, which has been seen and attached as the significator of the 3rd house. So that is a different case, that even if Mars is getting debilitated in the Cancer sign, but just because Mars is going to be spending too much of the time in this domain of your 2nd house and the 3rd house for the next 6 months. So one thing is for sure, that during this time, your emotions will be provoked and agitated to fulfill your goals, any of the set targets of yours and all. So for all those professionals who are working in the fields of sales, media, marketing, or let's say for example you work in those kind of sectors, like you write those articles to provoke the feelings of patriotism or religious enthusiasm of the people and all. So if you work in those kind of domain where your pen is used to bring out the vehemence and intensity of the emotions and all, so all those people will definitely get benefited. So whether you are a journalist, whether you are working in the fields of sales, media, marketing and all, or let's say for example from past so long with Jupiter already retrograde in your 1st house and Mars there in your 3rd house, for long you have been trying hard to initiate any of those projects which are not being able to get executed in the pace which they deserve. During this month, you will definitely deserve a chance, or you will get a chance for that. So yes guys, if I were to say Mars's transit till October 19th in your 2nd house and later on entering your 3rd house will be a sigh of relief or a good news in the matters of things getting initiated as per your anticipated plan. So yes guys, this is how I'm actually seeing the way planets are going to be behaving during this month. So your ascendant lord's movement to your 7th house is a good news in the matters of your relationship, new alliances. Mars's entry in your 3rd house is a very good news during this month for initiating some new plans. Saturn is already dignified in your 10th house, and with Mercury coming out of the clutches of the Ketu and entering your 6th house, so definitely fast-paced execution in your line of work is the theme for all the Taurus natives for this month. Now guys, for all the Gemini rising natives, so definitely guys, whenever we have to talk about any transit specific video, we have to first start with in which condition, in which houses your ascendant lord is going to be moving or traveling around this month. So your ascendant lord Mercury is going to be staying exalted in your 4th house, getting conjunct with Ketu till October 8th over there. From October 9th till October 28th, it's going to be transiting in your 5th house, and afterwards in the last 3 days of the month it is going to transit to your 6th house. So guys, one thing is for sure, that in the middle of the month, if I were to say any of the concerns of let's say for example, if you are a student, you are an artist, or you are in a field where you have to give advice to people, you are a creative professional and all, so for all those people, Mercury, your ascendant lord's transit in the 5th house from the 5th house is a very good news. a lot many times, guys, it has also been seen that people who get into like affair or something, or like Mercury is also seen as a strong significator of creating that spark of new romance or relationship with someone as well. You cannot just restrict it only to the planet Venus, because in your case, your ascendant lord in itself has got a reputation of being a little bit flirtatious as well. So this is how Mercury is going to be behaving. So very good month for any investments in the stock market or enjoying the returns of the past investments. Second thing is that, guys, definitely in your case, Jupiter has got a rulership over your 7th house and the 10th house, and in the transit it is going to be going retrograde in your 12th house. So guys, one thing is for sure that this is going to be the time when you will definitely have lot many of the esoteric mystical experiences. Jupiter retrograde in the 12th house, so that means some sort of past promise or situation, events of some sort of deeds which you have done, over where you have been seeking for that repentance or forgiveness. So during this time you will definitely get a chance, and trust me guys, if you get a chance to fix up any of the mess created by you in the past, any of those important people whom you have hurt, so if you get a second chance to mend up for those mistakes and all, do avail those opportunities. Guys, when we talk about the matters of the relationship and all, so see, definitely 7th lord being in the 12th house, 6th from its original placement, is not a very good sign, but still a lot many people, because Jupiter is retrograde, will stand a chance that, let's say for example, there have been some strong chemistry with someone in the past and that person suddenly disappeared. So chances of getting again into conversational terms with that person could get materialized, because Jupiter is your 10th lord as well. During this time, any of the opportunity lost by you in the past, which might connect you with a foreign land and all, so that could also resurface during this time when Jupiter, your 10th lord, is going to be retrograde in your 12th house. Along with that, guys, definitely when we talk about the role of the planet Mars, so we all know this thing that Mars, which is transiting in your right over there in your ascendant, it is going to be over there till October 19th. So definitely, guys, this is going to be the time when like lot many people, when Mars is agitated in the first house, they tend to act very critical. A lot many times people give lot many outbursts. They get into this habit of randomly or strangely snapping at everyone. So all those, if are the situations which you have been battling with from the past couple of weeks, once Mars is going to leave your ascendant on October 19th, it is going to enter your second house. You will definitely find a sigh of relief over there. Now guys, we all know this thing that Mars is not a very beneficial planet for you. Even if it is getting debilitated, it's not that vulnerable energy specific to your rising sign, because in your case, like Mars has got a rulership over your your 11th house. It has also got a rulership over your 6th house as well. So lot many times I have seen this thing that the money which you have lent to someone in the past, there will be a possibility of getting that money back. But definitely this is not a very good energy of just relying on someone's word, giving your money or giving your money on credit or helping someone with a huge sum of money. So you have to be a little bit careful over there. So regarding all these areas, like if you want to get money from someone, it is a different thing, but do not lend your own money to someone, because then you might not be able to see it back again. So these are the few precautionary things which we say to people whenever Mars is debilitated in your second house. And lot many times, guys, what happens is that because your ascendant in itself is being defined by the good conversational qualities. So when like Mars is going to be there in your second house after October 19th, a lot many times these people tend to speak straight from their heart. Like they do not hesitate or feel any reluctance in opening up or staying very vocal regarding their feelings. So this is how you will see Mars going to be behaving over there in the matters of your second house. Guys, when we talk about the role which like definitely planet Venus is going to be playing for you guys. So Venus, we all know this thing is going to be dignified in your 5th house till October like 12th. So let's say for example, if any of the new romance, any of the new artistic creative hobby, if you have picked that up from the past couple of like I were to say weeks, it's a different case. But after October 12th, once Venus is going to enter in your in your 6th house, this is definitely going to be a time when you will definitely see that the whole focus and energy of yours will be focused more on towards the work. So enough of the playtime. Now is going to be the time when you have to be very much devoted, dedicated towards the nitty gritty and nuances of the work. So guys, if I were to summarize the theme of this month for the Gemini Lagna natives, it has more to do with that area of forgiveness, experiencing that spiritual bliss. Definitely you will stand a chance to speculate, network a lot, or a lot many people stand a chance to get due returns on their past investments as well. A lot many people will tend to remain very vocal regarding their feelings. And yes guys, during the time of the festivities and all, so if there is going to be any family gathering of the immediate family members and all, so do not snap at people. Do not be giving your outburst to people, because Mars in the 2nd house when the whole family is getting together is not a very good energy. And yes guys, when we talk about any of the professional aspiration of yours, so definitely during this month you will stand a chance to reclaim, rework on all those kind of opportunities which you felt have slipped out of your hand. So this is what the theme of this month is for all the Gemini Lagna natives. Now guys, for all the Cancer rising natives, so definitely guys, during this month Jupiter is going to be turning retrograde in your 11th house. So one thing is for sure, that all those kind of hopes which have been shown to you regarding the matters of your financial planning or any of the financial dream or aspiration of yours, regarding which you have been consistently putting hard work, but due to some XYZ reason, or because you were not able to connect the dots, you were not able to manifest things during this month on October 9th, when Jupiter will turn retrograde in your 11th house, you will definitely find a second chance, or people will be coming on their own and approaching you for all those kind of half work details. Like this could be case, you put your word to someone, you kept on chasing, then you got tired, you get fed up, and you stopped calling that person or approaching that kind of development. But now with Jupiter turning retrograde, you will definitely see a progress over there. Pertaining to the matters of your career, definitely guys, now you have to come to this reality that your 10th lord and your 5th lord, which is the planet Mars, it is going to be going back and forth for the next 6 months in the domain of your 12th house and the ascendant only. Saturn is already transiting in your 8th house. So definitely guys, whatever you have to do, you have to be consistent and you have to be strong-willed and determined. Let's say for example, if after facing any initial setback in your efforts, if you are going to give up on that, it is not gonna be developing anything for you, because 10th lord Mars is in this axis. But guys, the good part is that, let's say for example, if you're already working in the domain of a foreign land, you're already working in the domain of the monasteries, spirituality, you being a yoga teacher, you being a Reiki healer, this could be a good time for you. You are working in the fields of export, import, nature of work, this could be a beneficial time for you. So yes guys, Mars is going to be transiting in your 12th house, and on October 19th, your 10th and the 5th lord, your Yogkarak planet, Mars is going to be coming out of your 12th house, and now it is going to enter your 1st house. So which will be a good news in so many different ways. Definitely guys, it can actually provoke your emotions and feelings, but when it comes down to its capacity to generate results or give some sort of position, or for the attainment of position, that is generally considered as good. So this is where I'm seeing the development in your career front and in the prospects of your all sort of incoming gains. Now guys, when we talk about the way planet Mercury is going to be behaving for you, so yes, Mercury is going to be being your 12th lord, Mercury is going to be conjunct with Ketu in your 3rd house. So it is exalted, it is conjunct with Ketu over there as well. So let's say for example, whatsoever development which has taken place in your in terms of new opportunities and all, or let's say for example, even if it has severed your terms with your colleagues, with your friends as well, so this is just going to be the theme till October 9th only. Afterwards, from October 10th till October 28th, Mercury is going to be transiting in your 4th house, which is definitely going to be a good news. Specifically guys, if any of your commercial interests are somehow connected with the domain of, like you are working in the fields of agricultural related products or dairy milk related products or something to do with interior decor or real estate and all. So if you're working in all these kind of domain, you will be able to generate or materialize new opportunities for you as well. Now guys, when we talk about from the point of view of the planet Venus, so definitely Venus is going to be dignified in your 4th house till October 12th, which is a very good news, specifically experiencing that love, harmony, being well taken care by your loved ones in your domestic life, family life and all. But from October 12th, once Venus is going to transit to your 5th house, so we all know this thing that Venus in the Scorpio tend to remain very passionate, tend to go very intense. It is also going to be receiving the straight aspect from the planet Jupiter from the 11th house as well. So this generally tells about that, you know, whomsoever you have a secret crush, whomsoever you secretly like and all. So in the matters of the romance and love interest, this could be a time for proposing or manifesting that love in your life. Also guys, let's say for example, if your major area of interest, even in the artistic and creative field, is into some dark, occult, spiritual, researchful, mysterious kind of content and all, so all those people will also get benefited when Venus is going to be transiting in your 5th house, that too in the Scorpio sign. So yes guys, this is what majorly the theme of this month is. So if I were to summarize, definitely in terms of reworking on any of your goals and dreams, this month will give you opportunity. If any of your career related aspiration are connected with the foreign land, import export nature of work, those people will get benefited. In the matters of love, romance, intense emotions, feelings, passion, you will go through. And yes, if you are working as a realtor and all, so this month will be creating lot many opportunities for the Cancer rising natives. Now guys, when we talk about the Leo rising natives, their monthly forecast for the month of October. So definitely guys, this is that time of the year when your ascendant lord goes through the debilitation. So guys, I would still say that it is not as much difficult as it is to deal with your ascendant lord being conjunct with Ketu in the 2nd important house of your finances and family. So let's say for example, if in the first half of the month, and if you are already from the past 3 weeks, you're already facing issues of some financial scarcity or some sort of extreme outcome in the matters of your finances, all of that is going to be a matter of past or will stop bothering you once on of the half of the month when your ascendant lord is going to transit in your 3rd house. Definitely guys, sun is going to get debilitated, but still it is the sign of the Venus only. So that means all those people who are influencers, who are in any way connected with the performing arts and all, those people can still get benefited. Along with that guys, the highlight of this month for the Leo native is that Jupiter is going to be turning retrograde in your 2nd house. Jupiter is a very important planet for you. It has got a rulership over your 5th house as well and the 8th house as well. So now it turning retrograde simply means in your career front, had there been those situations and circumstances that you lost some important opportunity and something, or you lost the trust of your bosses and something, so during this month you will definitely have a chance to regain the trust of your bosses or reclaim all those kind of opportunities as well. Guys, simply put, a retrograde planet just works on the giving you second chance on the promises which it is meant to deliver to you. So in your career front, it is definitely going to be a good news. Now guys, when we talk about from the point of view of the planet Mars, so definitely guys, Mars's transit in the both in the Gemini and the Cancer is going to be the theme for the next 6 months only. Mars going back and forth, but the thing is that Mars in the 11th house is still not considered as that bad, but once Mars is going to enter in your 12th house on October 19th, then you have to be a little bit careful. Like specifically guys, you have to be very careful that there will be people behind your back who might be very agitated, very provoked, will be eyeing for the right chance to get back at you or group up against you. So yes, because in your case guys, as you can see that Mars has got a rulership over your 4th house and the 9th house. In lot many cases I've seen that for the Leo natives, if only your moon is blessed with some intuitive combination because of the nakshatra placement and all, so these people tend to get a good hunch that this could be that their Ishta Devata only. Through those instincts and feelings or hunches give them this idea that what is happening behind their back. So be very watchful, be very mindful of whatever is happening with your actions, you should not be provoking any behavior of kind of repulsion around you. That is the one thing which I want to say. Guys, when we talk about from the point of view of the Mercury, the actual treasurer for your rising sign, so Mercury is going to be transiting in your like second house, being conjunct with Ketu over there. So definitely Mercury being exalted in the influence of Ketu might have made your mind work to the depth of its capacity, or lot many people might have also got a chance to gain access to any of their family lineage, any of the family running secrets and all as well. But all of that is going to be matter of the past once Mercury is going to enter your like third house from October 10th till October 28th. It's going to be in your third house. So that means a lot of the focus and energy will go in creating new opportunities. A lot of the focus and energy will go in exerting yourself, projecting yourself with the best of your capabilities. So for all those like podcaster, influencers, sales, media marketing professionals, it's going to be very good news. And guys, when we talk about from the point of view of the planet Venus, so definitely Venus is going to be in a dignified state in your third house till October 12th. So a very good news for making some very strong connection with people around you. But like from October 12th, Venus will transit to your fourth house. And guys, the good part is that once Venus will enter your fourth house, it will receive a straight aspect from the planet Jupiter as well. It will be looking back its own sign, its own house. So yes guys, I would say that it's a very good energy for that feel good factor, inner drive, motivation, and finding that solace and comfort from your loved ones and all. Like in lot many cases, Cupid also strike people. Just because you are so happy deep inside, you only manifest that level of happiness and likingness around you only. So good news overall for the Leo Lagna natives. So guys, if I were to say, if you get a chance to rework on any of those impending projects, give it a priority. Do not engage into those actions which can turn people against you, behind your back. And yes, for socializing, networking, a very good month for all the Leo natives. Now guys, when we talk about the Virgo rising natives, so definitely guys, the theme of this month for you guys is that the good news is that all of the inner planets have slowly, gradually crossed through your ascendant, or they have passed the axis of the Rahu and Ketu. So guys, to begin with, definitely till October 9th, your ascendant lord Mercury is exalted in the first house, but it is also conjunct with Ketu. So like the way I always say this thing, that the conjunction of the ascendant lord with the Ketu a lot many times expose ourselves towards the infection, some skin infection kind of situation and all. Although that is a different case, it can actually give you very deep penetrating insights as well. If you are already a medical expert, or you're doing any research on nutrition, on bacteria, viral infections and all of that, those people and those industry professionals generally get benefited. But guys, the good part is that, and for majority of the rest of the people, from October 10th till October 28th, your ascendant lord will move to the second house. That means the whole focus of yours will go towards the matters of the finances, family, your values and all. So it will definitely drive you towards the fulfillment of your financial goals and all. Lot many people will also stand a chance for some new financial lucrative opportunities as well. The second highlight of this month is that definitely guys, Jupiter is turning retrograde in your ninth house, which definitely is a very good news. Let's say for example, all those kind of like promises which meant to be delivered to you, where you will definitely find that the divine intervention or a leap of faith, hand of the destiny, luck supporting you, you will definitely experience those kind of situation. Along with that, any of the concerns of immigration, higher studies, or like let's say for example, if you have not been getting the clarity in all these areas, Jupiter turning retrograde will definitely create that window of opportunity second time for you. So that means guys, we all know this thing, that Jupiter is in a very fast motion in this year. Like definitely after this, when Jupiter will enter on May 13th, when it will enter May 13, 2025, it will enter the sign of Gemini. It will very fastly progress towards the next sign, to the Cancer sign. So that means Jupiter is already in a rush to deliver the promises. And if you have been facing the heat or any of the delays in the matters of the ninth house, Jupiter will ensure to deliver that or initiate that cycle in your favor for the second time. So it's a very good news from the Jupiter's point of view. You might also run into the teachings of any of the teacher from the past, or might run into your teachers again during this phase only when Jupiter is turning retrograde. So good news for you. Along with that, guys, when we talk about the planet Mars, so we all know this thing that Mars is going to be hovering around in the territory of your 10th house and the 11th house for the next 5 months. So now, guys, Mars is going to be transiting in your 10th house till October 19th, which will definitely trigger lot many opportunities. You might offend little bit your bosses because of your own mental stimulation, restlessness, or with the speed with which you will be executing things. But eventually it will put you in the good books of your bosses only. And yes, guys, on October 20th, Mars will finally enter your 11th house. Mars is not a very favorable planet, so it is kind of creating a yoga for you where the opportunities will get generated on its own for you guys. You will definitely find that people around you will be playing a very pivotal role in connecting you with important opportunities. So regarding that front as well, I'm actually foreseeing some good news happening in the matters of your career and the immediate result in the matters of your professional hardship and the efforts which you have been putting in all these areas. Along with that, guys, when we talk about the planet Venus, so definitely Venus, which is transiting in your second house, it is transiting in its Mool Trikona sign till October 12th, and afterwards Venus will enter your third house from October 13th only, and then it is going to be receiving the straight aspect from the planet Jupiter as well. So yes, guys, Venus, whenever it is in the Scorpio, it gets very intense. The feelings and the romantic aspect of the Venus gets very intensified, and just because it is receiving the blessing and the grace from the planet Jupiter as well in the form of its aspect. So definitely, guys, in the matters of if you are a freelance person, you are a self-employed person, you are a performing artist and all, so you will definitely see that sort of intensity which you'll be putting in your craft, which you'll be putting in your work. And you will definitely find that people around you, this could be your friends, this could be your colleagues and all, they will also be providing a lending hand or putting their best support to you in all of your work which you'll be planning to do or execute during this time. So yes, guys, if I were to summarize the theme of this month, the way planets are behaving, definitely your 12th lord Sun is going to be getting debilitated in the second house, but the kind of combination it is going to be a part of that, it will only support you. Along with that, guys, Jupiter turning retrograde, it's a very good news. All the promises which has been long impending, you might stand a chance to reclaim those opportunities. And along with that, the transit of Mars is in a way making a reversal kind of good yoga combination for your success only. So overall, a very harmonious I would say the month for the Virgo Lagna natives, even in the matters of your relationship or standing a chance for any arranged marriage and all. So 7th lord turning retrograde in your 9th house will ensure some positive development in the matters of the matrimonial alliances as well. So this is all what I have to say for the Virgo Lagna natives as a theme for them for this month. Now, guys, when we talk about for the Libra Lagna natives, so definitely, guys, this month has got a lot of action in store for you people. So guys, to begin with, we know this thing that first of all, we have to give attention to whatever is happening with your ascendant lord. So your ascendant lord, which has been transiting in its good dignity right over there in your first house, it is going to be in this state till October 12th. After that, it will move to your second house. So that means the whole focus of yours will go towards the matters of the development, management of your finances, of your family and all. And guys, the good part is that because Jupiter with its retrograde motion is going to be giving the straight aspect to this Venus in your second house as well. So definitely a lot of the Libra Lagna natives will stand a chance to do something good or take some important concrete decision in the matters of their finances. So regarding the financial portfolio and all, the month is creating a very good energy for you guys. Now guys, when we talk about definitely we cannot overlook the importance of Jupiter turning retrograde. So that in itself tells about a second chance of the delivery of the promise in the matters of your 8th house where Jupiter is currently transiting. Guys, understand this thing. Jupiter, like which on next year on May 13th, 2025, when Jupiter will finally and formally will enter the Gemini sign, but it will even finish the transit in the Gemini sign in a less time. So that means Jupiter is already in a very atichari, in a very fast paced motion. So whatever Jupiter has promised in your chart, it has to deliver that in a very fast paced way. And whenever a planet is retrograde, it gives us a second chance over there. So definitely guys, I would say that during this month there will be those kind of possibilities of engaging into sadhana or any of those religious spiritual austerity which you were very diligently doing, but you had a break over there. You might be able to continue that, or for all those people who have been standing a chance for reclaiming any of those joint resources, unearned kind of income, royalty, inheritance, all these people will also stand a very strong chance when Jupiter is going to turn retrograde right over there in your 8th house. Along with that guys, we all know this thing that Sun in your case has got a rulership over your 11th house. In the second half of the month, Sun is also going to be transiting from your ascendant. It is going to get debilitated. But guys, I always give attention to the original Kal Purush Kundli. Even if Sun is debilitated, but it is still in the original Kal Purush Kundli, in the first house it attains exaltation. So that means a good time for the recognition, where people will be pinning up a lot of the hope and expectations from you. But yes, good time for rise and shine. Along with that guys, when we talk about the role which Mars is playing for you. So guys, in a way, Mars is creating a very good energy for you, because for the next 6 months, Mars is going to be transiting in the domain of the 9th house and 10th house of yours only. It is going to be turning back and forth in these two zodiac signs only. So that in itself is a good sign. So I mean to say, see, Mars is going to be transiting in the your 9th house till October 19th. So that means any of the concerns of like travels or like higher studies, Mars would have actually made you put your full-fledged energy. A lot many people during this time would have undertaken a pilgrimage as well, I'm very much sure. But guys, after October 19th, when Mars will enter your 10th house, it is your 7th lord and your 2nd lord. So that means a lot of your focus and energy will go in the matters of the 10th house. Guys, this is going to be the time when even if you will feel that your bosses are trying to control you, please give the whole power and control and surrender towards the bosses, because for the next 6 months, this is how the power dynamics is going to be working out for you. So the better you will work with the reality or come to the terms with the reality, the better it will work out for you. And yes guys, one thing is for sure, that there will be those kind of concerns of power struggle or emotional turmoil with your bosses and all, but they will eventually do something which is something good for you only. So yes guys, the whole focus and good development in the matters of your professional life can be foreseen with this entry of Mars in your 10th house. Along with that guys, we all know this thing that Mercury, which is exalted, being conjunct with Ketu in your 12th house. I do not know what kind of dreams you are getting till the time Mercury is there, but Mercury will move signs, and on October 10th till October 28th, it will enter your first house. So definitely guys, whatsoever planet enters your first house, its energy get experienced in your persona. So people will find like youthful, very interactive, communicative, friendly. It will also like might facilitate a lot many travels for you as well. So Mercury's transit in the first house definitely is a very good energy for being coming across as someone who's very likable. And yes guys, we have already discussed the way your ascendant lord is going to be behaving. So yes guys, overall, if I were to say, definitely this month and the energy of this month has got a lot in store. You already have been at a receiving end of the energy of the eclipse bothering you in the matters of the 6th house, 12th house, and so many planets transiting from your 12th house. But now the storm in the ocean will come to an end, and definitely a lot of energy you will put forth in the matters of your career and in the matters of your financial development during this month for sure. Now guys, when we talk about these Scorpio rising natives, so definitely guys, in the transit, we have to first pay attention whatever is happening to your ascendant lord. So your ascendant lord, which is going to be like transiting in between the territories of the two zodiac signs like Gemini and Cancer for the next 6 months. So during this month, definitely till October like 19th, Mars is going to be transiting in your 8th house, which is definitely a sensitive energy, which is going to make lot many Scorpio rising natives little bit kind of accident prone or getting entangled into scandals and all of that. So that is going to be the theme till October 19th. But guys, after that, your ascendant lord is going to be entering in your 9th house, which is definitely going to be a sigh of relief. Now guys, when we talk about for the Scorpions, ascendant lord being debilitated in the 9th house, trust me, in many of the cases, I have seen this combination to be generating some good results as well. And trust me, specific to those days, like when Mars will enter your 9th house, on those days when a moon is going to be getting exalted in your 7th house, those 2.5 days will definitely create the energy of some major big opportunity for you guys as well. So yes guys, now coming to this point, time period till October 19th will definitely taking your whole energy focus in the matters of the 8th house, which is good for the people who are engaged in research, occult, sadhana. It's a good time. Makes you a little bit accident prone as well. If this is the kind of yoga which you have in your natal chart, which is being activated with the dasha as well, so you have to follow additional caution and care. But yes, after the October 19th, lot of development in the matters of travels, visa, immigration, higher studies, you will definitely get benefited. Now guys, when we talk about the role which other planets are playing for you, so yes guys, in the matters of your career front and all, your 10th lord planet Sun is going to be getting debilitated in your 12th house in the second half of the month. So especially around the females, you have to be very careful, you have to be very respectful towards them. That is the one thing which I want to say. Even if, let's say for example, if you have any of the interest in the foreign land, in the overseas venture, so take any of those steps very carefully, specifically while dealing with the females. Along with that guys, planet Jupiter, which is going to be turning retrograde on October 9th in your 7th house. So guys, understand this thing. Jupiter is going to be like finally leaving the like Taurus sign. It is going to be formally entering the Gemini on May 13th, 2025 only. But Jupiter is in such a atichari, in a fast motion, that even in the Gemini it will finish its like stay in a very fast paced way. So the point which I'm trying to say over here is that whenever a planet turns retrograde, it gives you a second chance to rework on the promises which is being promised by it in the transit, in that department, in that area. So that means, let's say for example, for past so long you have been working hard towards any of the matrimonial concerns, like finding a partner for yourself or getting into business, like this could be from job, you want to get into business, or any of the aspiration of yours pertaining to the matters of the 7th house. Jupiter will definitely create or give you that second opportunity to rework on them. But yes guys, during this month, even in the transit, like your 7th lord, which becomes the planet Venus, it is also going to be entering your 1st house on October 13th. So that means this month is going to be creating a very positive, constructive energy for matrimonial alliances to take place. So guys, and if I were to say what is happening in the matters of your like what exactly is Mercury doing for you, being your like 8th house and the 11th house lord. So Mercury is going to be exalted like and conjunct with Ketu in your 11th house till October like 8th. From October 9th till like October 28th, it is going to be transiting in your 12th house. So definitely guys, if I were to say, refrain from any secretive clandestine activities, but something to do with research, something to do with solving any complex problems and all, over there Mercury will definitely give you an upper edge. And along with that guys, see, this is what in a nutshell the theme of this month for these Scorpions is, that any of the concerns of higher studies and all, after the second half of the month you will stand a chance. In the matters of your career, especially while dealing with females, you have to be careful. Pertaining to the matters of the matrimonial alliances, the month is creating a very favorable energy for all the Scorpio rising natives. Now guys, for all the Sagittarius rising natives, so definitely guys, your ascendant lord during this month is going to be turning retrograde right over there in your 6th house. Like the way I always say this thing, a retrograde planet means that it gives you a second chance to rework on the promises which it has there in store for you ever since it has entered that house. So that simply means that during this time you will definitely get a chance to there could be a possibility or those opportunities which will enable you to get rid of any of your accumulated debts as well. Like this could be case if you're already going through some lawsuit related concern or issues, it might give you support, or for any of your set goals, for any of the attainment of any specific position and all, over there as well, Jupiter can actually prove out to be very helpful for you. Along with that guys, definitely if you have to pay attention to what exactly is happening with the domain of the planet Mars. So guys, in your case, Mars has got a rulership of one of the trine house. Mars is going to be spending a lot of the time in the jurisdiction of the two signs like Gemini and Cancer. Like it's going to be till October 19th, it is going to be transiting in your 7th house, and afterwards it will enter your 8th house. So yes guys, time period till October 19th definitely is very supportive for you for kind of reinvigorating or putting your best foot forward pertaining to the matters of, like this could be commercial interest of yours, you want to quote someone, you want to kind of propose someone. So we say this thing that Mars is all about energy. In your case, it is a 5th lord as well. So I mean to say that definitely if in any capacity, any of the set goals or targets which you're trying to achieve in the matters of the 7th house, Mars's energy, dynamism, youthfulness will definitely support you. But yes guys, once on October 20th, once Mars will enter your 8th house, you have to be a little bit careful. Specifically, it can make you a little bit accident prone as well. See, the thing is that any of the combination of the 12th house, 5th house making a connection with the 8th house might be good for the people who have any tantric, any spiritual kind of aspiration and all. So for all the tantric sadhak and the enthusiast and all, this could be a good time. But a lot many times Mars's transit from the 8th house when your ascendant lord is already there in the 6th house makes you a little bit accident prone as well. So you have to pay attention to what exactly is happening specifically, like while performing any adventurous stuffs, while driving or biking around. So safety, harness, precaution and care becomes very important. Along with that guys, definitely during this month, as you can see that planet Sun, which in your case becomes your 9th lord as well, and planet Sun is going to be getting debilitated right over there in your 11th house. So you have to be very careful around the people you hang out with in your social circle, because guys, we say this thing that you could be pumped by people around you for something which is not meant for you. So being driven, being pushed, being motivated for something where your true calling does not reside over there. So you have to be very careful that the people around you is not pushing you towards something which is not meant for you or which is not right for you. Definitely guys, when we talk about from the popularity point of view, when we talk about from the attainment of recognition and titles point of view, Sun transiting from the 10th house, 1st house, 11th house is a good position. And definitely if you are somehow connected with any of the religious, spiritual or teaching kind of field, all these fields which are seen and very much respected in the society, those people can still stand a chance, but do not get agitated, driven by the force of pressure which you will receive from your friends around you, because Mars being in the 8th house, ascendant lord in the 6th house, and Sun getting debilitated in the 11th house, you have to be a little bit careful around there. Along with that guys, when we talk about that, what is happening with the domain of the Mercury, because in your case Mercury has got a rulership over your 7th house as well, and Mercury which is exalted in your 10th house being conjunct with Ketu over there, which will, and I'm sure would have created some sort of piercing, some new opportunities for you, or your bosses would have been little bit critical around you. But guys, all of that is going to be a matter of the past. From October 10th till October 28th, Mercury is going to be transiting in your 11th house. So definitely guys, it's going to be a good sign and combination where whatever hard work you have been putting in, so whether it's from the Sun's point of view in the 11th house or the 7th and the 10th Lord's entry in the 11th house point of view, from the recognition point of view, it's still a very good combination. So all the hard work which you have been putting in, you will definitely stand a chance for being acknowledged and recognized, or many people will stand a chance to get the platform for showcasing their talents and all. So regarding that front, it is a good energy. And lastly guys, definitely Venus is going to be transiting in your like 11th house in the Libra. It's Mool Trikona sign till October 12th, but after October like 12th, it is going to enter your 12th house, and it is going to be receiving this straight aspect from the planet Jupiter as well. So yes guys, Venus is transit in the 12th house. A lot many times it's a good time for like we say this thing that Venus in the 12th house is a good time for experiencing that pleasurable kind of experiences in the matters of love and romance. But when it comes down to Scorpio, so any of the combination of Scorpio and Venus with the 12th house, so it a lot many times drive people towards the clandestine, secretive, extramarital kind of relationship and energy as well. So in all these areas, you have to be a little bit careful, because we all know this thing that Rahu in any case is transiting from your 4th house. So any kind of mistake which you will commit in the matters of the bedroom kind of related activities, it is also going to create a disruption in your private domestic life, family life as well. So be a little bit careful around these areas. So yes guys, this is how the energy is going to be getting generated this month for all the Sagittarius rising natives. Now guys, for all the Capricorn Lagna natives, so definitely guys, in your case, the highlight or the feature of this month is going to be that your planet Jupiter is going to be turning retrograde in your 5th house. Now guys, whether planet Jupiter is transiting or it is placed in the trine houses, it is considered as very strong. And like the way I always say that the retrograde motion simply means that you are getting a second chance to rework on the promise which that planet has created for you. So any of the concerns of childbirth, progeny, artistic creative venture, opportunity, or for reclaiming any of those academic sponsorship and all. So this is how Jupiter is going to be creating results in the matters of your 5th house. Your ascendant lord, planet Saturn, is already strengthened, and it is going to stay like that, being in a retrograde motion, which gives more chesta bal to it in the transit in your 2nd house. Along with that guys, we all know this thing that the planet Mars, which is going back and forth in the territory of the Gemini and the Cancer, and it is going to be like this only for the next 6 months. So planet Mars, which is going to be there in your 6th house until October 19th, which is actually giving you a very competitive edge over your enemies as well in any competitive situation as well. And yes guys, planet Mars is going to be entering in your like 7th house as well on October 20th. So yes guys, lot of the focus and the energy will go in the matters of your 7th house, which will make you little bit competitive as well. For the enhancement of your public image as well, this is going to be a very good sign. Like let's say for example, if you want to close any of the important business deal and all, you want to collaborate and get into alliance with any of those people you are targeting, it will definitely provide you right set of opportunity. But when we talk about harmony in your marital life, over there you have to be a little bit careful. Your partner might be throwing a lot of tantrums during this time, or getting easily provoked or agitated. So you have to be a little bit careful pertaining to the matters of your 7th house. Along with that guys, when we talk about planet Sun, so Sun in your case has got a rulership over your 8th house, and the 8th lord is getting debilitated in your 10th house. So that simply means that in the second half of the month, you have to be a little bit careful regarding your conduct around the females. There is a strong possibility that there might be some sort of allegation or getting into argument or dispute with the females, specifically the female bosses. So you have to be a little bit careful, because whatever is going to happen, it is going to have an impact on your public image as well. So even if these are the kind of circumstances or situation which you cannot avoid, at least if that situation gets amplified or exposed, you shall not be guilty because of your own wrongdoing. That's the one thing which I want to say. Along with that guys, when we talk about the planet Mercury, so definitely guys, Mercury is a very important planet for you. Mercury is going to be staying exalted, getting conjunct with Ketu till October 9th in your 9th house, and afterwards it is going to like enter your 10th house. So definitely guys, Mercury's presence over here is going to be a sigh of relief. We all know this thing that Mercury is a planet of multitasking. It knows how to quickly make friends, how to get things done in a very fast paced way. There might be some sort of important travels which you will experience during this time, which will prove out to be very favorable as well. So regarding that front, it's a good energy. And along with that, guys, planet Venus, which is going to be transiting in your 10th house till October 12th. But afterwards, Venus is going to, your Yog Karak planet is going to enter your 11th house, and it is going to be receiving a straight aspect from the planet Jupiter as well. So as much as females as the bosses are creating a threat for you, but females as friends will prove to be very harmonious, their energy. Along with that, guys, something to do with any important female friend of yours connecting you with some important opportunity, some new love interest point of view as well, or your capacity to experience luxury on the account of your friends paying bill for you. So regarding that front as well, this is going to be a good energy for all the Capricorn Lagna natives during this month. So yes, guys, if I were to say pertaining to the matters of the love, romance, academic, intellectual pursuit, like when we talk about that sort of passion, intensity in your professional front, in your career front, the month is creating a very good energy only while dealing with your female bosses. And while dealing with your partner within the matrimonial life, you have to follow tact, grace, and deal the situation in a much calm way. That is all what I can say as a part of the theme of this month for all the Capricorn Lagna natives. Now guys, for all the Aquarius rising natives, so guys, definitely the highlight of this month is going to be that planet Jupiter is going to be turning retrograde in your 4th house on October 9th. So guys, understand this thing. Jupiter plays a very important role in your case because it has got a rulership over your 11th house of your incoming gains, wish fulfillment, and 2nd house of your immediate family ties and your finances. And in the original Kalpurush Kundli, 4th house is the house where Jupiter attains exaltation. And Jupiter is going to be turning retrograde over there in that house only. And I always say this thing, a retrograde planet simply means that now you have the second chance to rework on those promises which in its transit it has opened up for you. So yes, guys, if I were to say, lot many people will stand a chance during this time for like investment in their domestic life, in paying for any house mortgage or any of the renovation which you want to do in your home front. Like there's a very strong possibility of some important events which will take place in their family life as well. And guys, the good part is that I always say this thing, that 4th house simply tells about all those kind of events which gives us a strong foundation in our life, which gives us strong security in the life. So you will definitely experience that during this time. You will get those kind of circumstances or opportunity which will stabilize you in your life, in the place where you are currently living. That is the first thing. Second thing is that definitely, guys, Saturn is transiting right over there in your ascendant. It is in its Mool Trigona sign. It is retrograde, which adds more cheshta bal to it. So it's a positive sign. Along with that, guys, during this time, your 7th lord is the planet Sun, which in the second half of the month is going to be getting debilitated in your 9th house. But guys, like the way I am always biased whenever it comes down to specific to the 9th house and the 11th house. So that in itself means that during this time, your partner will actually drive you, motivate you towards the religious things or towards very uplifting, inspirational kind of things. So this is how the partner or the matrimonial life is going to be behaving around you. Along with that, guys, definitely we have to pay attention to what is happening with the planet Mars. We all know this thing that, see, Mars is going to be transiting in the Gemini and the Cancer sign, in these two zodiac signs back and forth for the next 6 months. Mars in your case becomes your 10th lord and your 3rd lord as well. And Mars is going to be transiting from your 5th house. It is going to be transiting over there till October 19th, and then it will move to your 6th house. So definitely, guys, the time period till October 19th will actually keep you very much driven. Like you will be there to help people around you. Anyone is in dire need of help, any guidance, you will be there to give advice to someone. Even for the artistic, creative ventures, adventurous activities, this is a good placement of Mars in your 5th house. But guys, from October 19th, when Mars will enter your 6th house, you have to be a little bit careful around not getting easily provoked in your daily work conditions, like at your work front. Some employee of yours, colleague of yours is going through some problem. Do not embrace the problem of other people as well. Do not get emotionally provoked because of some sort of problem which people around you are going through. Even in the matters of the finances, any of the concerns of debts, you have to be very careful. Like Mars being debilitated in the 6th house might be a good energy to get money on the loan, but if you give your money to someone, there's a least possibility you will see it back. So after October 19th, you have to be a little bit careful around how you deal in your work related conditions. Do not get easily provoked with your emotional outburst, and in the matters of the financial handling, you have to be a little bit careful. But again guys, 10th lord being in the 6th house, if you work in the loan department, if you work in any of the law or policing or city management kind of fields or health fitness industry, those people can still get benefited. Along with that guys, when we talk about the way planet Mercury is going to be behaving, so Mercury is going to be staying exalted in your 8th house, being conjunct with the Ketu, which might be a good news for the people who are engaged in any research, any scientific pursuit and all. So guys, from like October 10th till October 28th, Mercury is going to be transiting from your 9th house. So definitely guys, we all know this thing that Mercury has got a rulership over your 5th house as well. 5th lord transiting from the 9th house is a very good time, specifically people who are like running tutorials, you are an educator, you are by yourself following your academics, or you are a creative professional. So during this time you will be very much driven towards doing something which is very uplifting, which is very inspiring and all. So some sort of even travels and all can also get materialized during this time. And lastly guys, when we talk about the way planet Venus is going to be behaving for you, so Venus in your case becomes your like Yoga-karak planet. Venus is going to be transiting in your 9th house till October like 12th, which is a good news, specifically because we will be celebrating the Navratris during that time only. So devoting yourself to the bhakti, devotion of the feminine divine will be a very good news, like recitation of the Shri Suktam, Durga Kwach or Durga Saptashati part you can do during this Navratris. And yes guys, from October 12th onwards, when Venus, your Yoga-karaka planet, will enter your 10th house, it is going to be receiving the straight aspect from the planet Jupiter from the 4th house as well. So females at work front will actually prove to be very supportive for any of your important professional aspiration of yours. And yes guys, for all those people who are connected with the fields of like media, entertainment, performing arts, you are a spokesperson of any brand, you want to put your money out on advertising, marketing yourself and all, so this is going to be the good time when Venus is going to be transiting from your 10th house. Now guys, for all the Pisces rising natives, so guys, the highlight of this month is that your ascendant lord is going to be turning retrograde in your 3rd house on October 9th. So like the way guys, I always say this thing that the retrograde motion of the planet means that now the planet is giving you a second chance to rework on the promise which in its transit it has generated for you. So simply put, let's say for example, any of those opportunity which got slipped from your hand at the 11th hour, last minute, you might have a second chance to rework on them. Like even if you are connected with the fields of sales, media, marketing, you want to start writing your first book, first novel, you want to start your own YouTube channel from past so long, you have been trying to do that. So during this time, Jupiter will create favorable circumstances for you. Along with that guys, definitely in your case, Mars is a very important planet for you. It is your 9th lord. And we all know this thing that Mars is going through some sort of like, it is going to be transiting in the territories of the Gemini and the Cancer almost for the next 6 months. So guys, Mars's transit till October 19th is going to be there in your 4th house, which might be good news for, like when we say this thing, any of the concerns of real estate and all. It makes you internally agitated, deep inside, makes you restless, but if utilize this energy well, that restlessness can be used for the attainment of your goals as well. So this is how the theme is going to be till October 19th, which will benefit the realtors, people in the construction business. But guys, after like from October 20th, in your case, Mars has got a rulership over the 9th house, and the 9th lord is going there in the 5th house. So it is, in a way, Mars is getting debilitated, but it is creating a very important yoga and connecting the trine houses. So in a way, if I were to say guys, during this time, many people will be a lot driven towards the attainment of the attributes of the 5th house as well. Like when we talk about artistic creative endeavors, when we talk about like anything to do with the concerns of your academics and all, the only concern is that because Mars is in the water sign, so many times what I have seen is that people put their heart and soul, but if the result and the outcome is not in their favor, they get into that kind of burnout kind of situation or frustration kind of situation as well. So mediocrity is the key to deal with the energy of the planet Mars in your 5th house. But yes guys, in any of the aspects of the 5th house, art, creativity, spirituality, mantra, sadhana, you'll be able to put forth your heart and soul and the full energy over there. Now guys, in your case, sun has got a rulership over your 6th house, and now it is going to be getting debilitated in the 8th house. Like a lot many people say this to be a Vipreet reversal of the Raj Yoga kind of combination, but I still would say that if sun is getting debilitated in the 8th house, so be very careful and cautious around if in your lifestyle there are some sort of secretive, clandestine activities. If that is involved, any of the hedonistic activities, if all of that is involved, you have to be a little bit careful on how you guard your public image. Along with that guys, definitely during this month, as you can see that Mercury, which has been staying exalted, being conjunct with Ketu in your 7th house till October 8th, from October 9th till like October 28th, Mercury is also going to be transiting in your like in your 8th house. So guys, we know this thing that Mercury in your case has got a rulership over your like 4th house and the 7th house, and the 4th and the 7th lord transiting there in the 8th house will definitely bring a strong intensity in the matters of the way you look at these areas. Like this could be a case that suddenly there's like some sort of confusion, misunderstanding within the matrimonial life, because Ketu is already transiting over there in your 7th house, and now the lord of that house has also gone to the 8th house. So be a little bit cautious and careful. Do not speculate on things. Mercury is a planet of open channel of communication. Even if you go through any sort of misunderstanding, it will be much better to sit across the table and clear the confusion. That is the one thing which I want to say. When we talk about the planet Venus, so definitely guys, Venus, which is transiting till October 12th in your like 8th house, making you intense in your feelings, in your emotions, making you passionate. But Venus is going to be on October 13th. It is going to be transiting in your 9th house, and it is going to be receiving a straight aspect from the planet Jupiter as well. So yes guys, Venus is transit in the 9th house definitely gives lot many luxurious kind of travels. It also gives heightened interest and passion in the higher form of learning, interest in spirituality, and during this time you will definitely find that it's like something to do with the attention given towards the bhakti and devotion to the feminine divine, feminine goddess will definitely catches your attention and fancy more, because Jupiter is also giving its aspect from the 3rd house. So yes guys, this is how the overall the look and feel and the probable theme of this month is for all the Pisces Lagna natives. In the matters of your relationship guys, definitely you have to be a little bit careful. Whatever goals and targets you have set for yourself, you will definitely get the right set of support or a second chance to rework on them. In the matters of your public image, definitely guys, Jupiter is somehow ruling it, but sun's entry in your, like when we talk about the 8th house, is making you a little bit vulnerable. So guard yourself from not getting entangled into gossip, any scandals of any sort. So, and yes guys, with the entry of Mars in your 5th house, it will definitely put a lot of your energy in the matters of artistic creative endeavors or any of the matters of the self-expression. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs as a probable monthly transit results for all the rising signs. For further more updates and notifications on the divine signs of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyavad.